Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to the channel. Appreciate you being here as always, and today is a good day because I finally got my hybrids. It's been just over 3 months now. I've been waiting. If you're new to the channel, I ordered these back on February 11th, was told it was going to be 4 weeks, and it turned into 3 months. So I finally got them. I'm able to finally review balls again, and I tell you what, I have been wanting. There's been so many golf balls I have just in my backlog here, and I've not been able to test them or review them, and I'm glad that that has finally come to an end because it's been a long time. I've been missing it for sure. So I'm going to get right back into it. So I thought I'd make this video because I wanted to do something. You know, you guys have been honestly very great about giving me feedback as far as what golf balls I should try, which ones you want reviewed, things like that. And now that the channel's got quite a few subscribers, over 750 now, I'd really like to hear some more of your guys' opinions. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you some of the golf balls that I've already purchased and that I've had on the backlog to review. And you guys can kind of tell me like what your top favorites are and what you want to see first. Because honestly, I've got quite a few. I've probably got, I mean, I'm just guessing here, but probably like 15 to 20 golf balls that I've already purchased and they're here and they just need to be tested. So I'd love to get your feedback on which ones you'd like to see first. And then also, you know, ones that I don't have, I do want to know what you want reviewed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of the ones I have and then just give me like a top 3. Say like, hey, these are the top 3 I'd be most interested that you have. And then below that, you can put like, hey, also have you tried this one, or I'd love to see this one or that one. Yeah, just leave me ones that you'd like reviewed, but just give me a top 3 as far as like what I've got here, and let me just kind of show you what I've got. So now going forward, I am going to change how I do the reviews a little bit, which I hate doing because I want consistency. I know consistency is really key here, but I'm still trying to figure it out. Going from the Mevo to the Swing Caddy, the Swing Caddy does not measure wedge spin, so I had to get rid of the 50-yard pitch a while back, and I had to get rid of the pitching wedge because essentially it doesn't measure them. It doesn't measure the spin, and I feel like that's kind of one of the main reasons you'd want to see the pitching wedge is to know how much it's going to backspin. So what I'm going to do instead, I believe, what I was doing for the last few reviews is doing a 7-iron, a 5-iron, a 3 hybrid, and a driver. Now the problem is with the new Mizuno clubs I have is that my 5 is a hybrid. So now I have a 5 hybrid and a 3 wood. I actually don't have a 3 hybrid anymore, but my 4 hybrid is the same loft that my 3 hybrid was, the old one, because they were different brands. So it's really weird now. So I think what I'm going to do to switch it to make sure the lofts match and to get the most consistent results, and also I think get a little bit better results, is I'm going to hit the 9-iron, which is as close to the pitching wedge as I can get, and it'll read. That way we can kind of get something that's a little more lofted that might have some backspin. That way we can get those numbers. And then also I'm going to do the 7-iron like I have been. I will do the 5 again. It'll just be a hybrid this time opposed to a 5-iron, and then kind of just taking that whole 3 hybrid I was doing before out because there wasn't much difference between the 3 hybrid and the 5-iron. They were very close. It was really just ball speed, and even looking at the results, everything was just so close together that I think it was irrelevant. But then of course the driver. So I'll be doing those 4 as well from here on out. That way I think the results will a little bit better, and I appreciate you bearing with me as we figure that out. First up is actually, surprising enough, it actually is a Bridgestone. So even though I haven't been able to secure all of them yet, I do have it. So if you guys are like, hey, I don't need the whole set, I would like it though. This is actually the Tour BXS. Never been a fan of Bridgestone's names because I think they're very confusing. But yeah, this is more of the Tour line golf ball. But I do have one of those. So if you'd want to test it, or if you want to see that one tested, you know, be sure to let me know. Next up, this one's kind of funny. So I do sometimes, if you're new to my channel, I do review 2-piece golf balls that aren't very expensive. Sometimes they're you know, in the $10 range. And this right here, so the Precept, I think it's Lottie, it's not, but anyway, you see them all the time. A lot of pro shops will have these just sitting in there by the golf ball. You can buy them. They're extremely cheap. I think they're like $15 a dozen or $12 a dozen or something, but they are all over the place. So I did want to review it. So I did snatch a couple because I thought, hey, as much as I see people buy them and use them as junk balls, I would like to test them and see how they actually do. Okay, so next up are the Quantix Balls. Now, if you've seen my channel, I have actually reviewed these before, but this was before I had all the technology as far as you know, being able to test the numbers. I basically just hit the golf balls and gave my feelings on them. It was a very long, lengthy, like 20-minute review, which, you know, did really well, but I would actually like to get these numbers to you, so I am going to re-review them. They also did change the formula a little bit the year after I did it, so it is a little bit different of a golf ball, so I've got those as well. Direct-to-consumer golf ball in that 32, 35 a dozen range, somewhere in there. Free shipping usually with Quantix. I think now they're up to like $2.99 FedEx, but still a very cheaper alternative, you know, as far as paying $50 for Pro V1s. And continuing on that Bridgestone train, I have actually collected a few of these as well. I forgot I got them in some packs. But I do have the E12. This is just the regular E12. The newer one with the very interesting dimple design, and then this is the E12 Speed, so I've got that one as well. And then this is actually, I think, the older one. This is just the E6 model, so I think that's more of like their two-piece one, I believe. Don't quote me on that because I can't remember off the top of my head, but I've got that one as well. I think it's a little bit older, but I know people who still use them, so I can do that one as well. So I do actually have quite a few Bridgestone balls that I could do. I guess I'm just finally waiting on those. I think it's 2 or 3 more, but I do have some I could go ahead and do. So this is another golf ball, kind of like that Precept. This is the Pinnacle Rush. So Pinnacle is another golf ball that you see tons on the course. You find them all over. The guys hit them as junk balls. I have actually tested this one a little bit and seen some numbers from, but and it's not bad, but I would like to do a full in-depth review on it. So again, if you want to see that one, let me know. And then I haven't done, I think I've pretty much only done the Diablo Tour at this point. That's because it's that budget middle range ball, but I do have some Callaways here as well. So I have the Callaway Chrome Soft. So of course that's their tour golf ball. Phil Mickelson, you know, a lot of tour guys are using that now. And then I also do have the Chrome Soft X with the triple track on it. And then I also do have the ERC Soft, either ERC Soft or ERC Soft, however you want to pronounce it, with the triple track as well. So I've got both of those. Should be the newest models that have recently come out. So ready to go. So if you're a Callaway fan and you want to see them, I've got those. Now, one of the most underrated golf brands, as far as I'm concerned, you know, even though they really shouldn't be because they've won the most championships, is Wilson. And I do have some Wilson golf balls. So I have the Wilson Duo Soft, which is kind of like their, I think, 25 a dozen, 3-piece, somewhere in there, that middle range ball. And then you've got the Duo Optics, which I think are these two-piece, like the neon ones you see that are like the really bright colors, and they're usually matte. And then I've also got the Wilson Saf model. So this is kind of like the one I did before. It's the unpainted golf ball. I went ahead and pushed that one out because it was such a brand new fad at the time. But this is that version, just the regular tour version, regular pro, that is painted. So I've got that one as well. And then I've also got the Wilson Duo Staff Professional, which I think is more of like their budget tour. But I've got that one as well. It looks really nice. So I've got those Wilson balls. So I've got any number of those I could do. And then a couple of Taylormade balls. So Taylormade balls always perform really well. I did the Tour Response and I did the Tour Response Soft, I believe. Both of them just were fantastic. Now I haven't done the TP5 or the TP5X yet because when I had the Mevo launch monitor before I had the Swing Caddy, it for some reason just did not pick up the TP5 or the TP5X. It just wouldn't read it. I mean, I must have hit 600 shots on that thing and it never read a single one. Why? I don't know. I don't know if it's because of the coating. I don't know, but it's the only golf ball I've ever had that issue with. So it's something I've been trying to review for a long time. But I do have the TP5X, and then I can get the TP5 as well. I can get both of them. I don't have any currently here, but I could very easily access them, the new models. So I've got either one of those. And then this is actually the Taylormade Distance Plus golf ball. One thing I really like is the alignment tool on their side. I can already see it's amazing. Some of these budget balls I notice have the best alignment aids, which is a shame that the tour balls don't, because trust me, a lot of these guys who are playing tour balls need that alignment as well. And then I've got the Kirkland Signature, the Costco ball. I do have one of those as well that I haven't got the chance to test yet. I know lots of people have done reviews on them, but if you want to see it from an average swinger, I've got that one as well. And then I don't have the Straight Fly at the moment. Again, those aren't too expensive, so I could get a hold of those relatively easy. But I do have the Max Fly Soft Fly, so I do have that one at least I could test for you. This is that bright neon. And then I feel like this one should definitely gain a lot of attention. This is the Titleist Tour Soft in that bright yellow color. Titleist is like budget tour ball. And I will say something already that I just love, without even reviewing it, is this alignment tool. As you can see, nice and thick there. And then they even went to do the one across so you could line your putter face up to it. Already, I love that, and I haven't even reviewed it yet. So again, another golf ball that I've heard performs really well. I've got that one. And then this one's actually a Volvic. I haven't ever done a Volvic before, and I haven't had a chance to do their whole line, but this one is called an XT Soft. An interesting alignment tool there. It's got like a 3 lines with some rope, but a very nice, sleek look to it. I could test that one as well. I know Volvic was very big in the long drive competition a few years ago when Kyle Berkshire was lighting it up. He still lights it up, but back when he was first lighting it up. So, you know, there are a select audience that likes that. All right, so, and that's pretty much what I have there. I also do have the Z-Star or Z-Star, the brand new one that just launched. I don't have the Divide yet. Those came out after I bought these. I wish if I'd waited just another month, but they were running the sale. So I do have the Z-Star, the Z-Star, and I also have the 4-piece as well, the 15. in both of those, so I could review either one of those. Now I have done the review on the older model, and it was one of the best golf balls I've tested. Strixon always performs really high, so I've got both of those as well. So that's what I have. So, you know, again, out of what I have, give me your top 3 favorites, or at least a couple ones you would really like to see first. That way I know which ones to get out there to you. And then if you have, you know, any ones that you're just dying, like, hey, Nick, you got to review this golf ball, I really want to know, put those in a separate list down below, and that way I know which ones to purchase next, because the thing is, there's a lot of golf balls out there now. You don't realize it, and by the time you review a few of them, then new ones come out, and then you got old generation, new generation. So just let me know, guys. I'd really love some feedback as far as how that goes. Guys, your feedback is much appreciated. I really appreciate all the new followers I've gotten. The channel's really doing so well. I'm so proud. I'm sorry that it's been so sporadic the last few months, but again, I cannot stress how excited I am to finally be able to test golf balls again. So I'm going to start that today, and we'll get it knocked out. But please give me some feedback as soon as possible. I'd love to know what you guys think. Tell me what you want, and I'll get them tested. Let's go.